Facebook. Welcome back to Course Clients. I'm going to talk in this presentation today about Facebook groups, researching them, adding them to your Facebook group spreadsheet tracker, and then also we're going to start getting into how you can post in those without getting banned, without getting burned at the stake. You might be familiar with Facebook groups. They can honestly be either amazing or terrible. It depends kind of how you're posting and what you're doing. It is important, especially if you're unproven in terms of your course not being sold, that you start posting regularly in them. However, once you are proven, then you're going to be running ads, and that's going to be your main focus, is running ads, because it's predictable and consistent. Don't want you to have a business model where you need to be posting for 8 hours a day in a Facebook group. That's not something that's scalable, right? So a lot of this that I'm showing you is necessary. I mean, it's all necessary, but don't look at it and think, oh, I'm going to be posting 18 times a day in Facebook groups, because you're not. Initially, you are going to be establishing yourself, but down the road, you're just going to be relying mostly on ads. So anyway, under groups, you can put in groups, and let's say, for example, you're looking for different groups that you can be a part of for your niche. So we'll just use online courses as an example. And so we go in here and we can see all the different like online courses groups, right? And in these, a lot of them you have to request to become a member, right? So for example, let's say free and pay online groups, right? It's a closed group. You can click join group. And now it's going to be pending. Now I'm going to cancel the request because obviously this isn't from our regular account. But it's literally that simple, right? So you're looking at the members. The big thing you're wanting to look at is the new post day 75. That was today, 2,343 in the last 30 days. And I have a feeling that a lot of this is probably people just posting links to their free courses. And that's probably why it's so high, because it's ridiculously high. But you can look at the members, how many new ones they've had in the last 30 days. And really, you're wanting to look for ones that are active, but ones that are not just like big spam fest, right? Like I have a feeling this one's a big spam fest. I don't know, right? I'm not inside of it, but just based on post Udemy promotion, at least with $50 free coupon. If you post other authors, Udemy course without any free coupon, your post removed or whatever, right? So it's probably just kind of like a course mill where people are going in there and posting their course, and it's driving free signups and whatnot to kind of boost them up in the ratings. So that's not necessarily like a quality group, right? But you don't know until you're in it. So you can join it, and then you're going to know more. So then we go back and we look online courses and see what else do we have here, right? And you're literally just doing research. You're going in here and you're doing research to see what kind of groups you can be a part of that you can get into, and obviously find people in your market. Just say online course for marketing, right? Online marketing courses. Okay, so this is a guy who has a page. It looks like, okay, he just has his page. But you got to go in there and dig around. So let's say, for example, that you were doing, we'll stick with the test prep. Test prep group. So Kaplan, obviously that's a big one. And method test prep, you can go in, you can look for these groups that have to do with test prep. So you have to kind of play detective a little bit, right? You have to do research. And then when you're done with that, what you can do is go into your spreadsheet group tracker, and you can add in the information. So that's really important. The reason for that is you really want to have about 10 groups that you are active in. Okay? So 10 groups. Now, it could be that you only find 3 that are really, really good, and that's fine. You'll just focus on those. It's going to depend on your niche. Some niches have more groups than others. So that's really, it's really key, depending on what your niche is in. Let's say yours is in dog training groups. Okay, Dog Training 101 Community Forum. So let's look. 100 new posts today, 2,650 in the last 30 days, 71,000 members. So it looks pretty active, right? So this is a group you could join. Now they also have something that looks like they have a subscription group. Dog training questions, right? So say you are a pro dog trainer, you would go in and you would start sharing some value. And really what you're doing is you're doing paradigm shifts. You've already seen the training for paradigm shifts and how that works. So that's all of that I taught you now is tied into this. Now, the biggest reason people get banned from a group is because they go in and they instantly post a link to their page, or they instantly go in there and they start being like, hey, come join my webinar. And it's really, it's common sense not to do that, but you'd be surprised how many people actually do it. They have no finesse. They don't know how to kind of build up their rep a bit. They don't know how to provide value to everyone in the group first before kind of promoting anything. So the key is that you don't do that, right? We've never been banned from any groups. Why is that? Because we go in there with finesse. We've gone in there and established value, established paradigm shifts. I'll give you an example that I already know. So right here, here's a post that I did. Now remember, this is obviously you're posting from your personal page. Okay, from your personal profile, not your page. So 3 tips to creating a course that actually sells based on 7 figures plus in personal and clients course sales. So right off the bat, 3 tips to creating a course that actually sells and providing value. This is the authority. I'm backing it up with, listen, we know what we're talking about. And then I go into these. If you're focused on money, you're approaching the course business wrong, focused on solving a specific painful problem. The more people you help solve the problem, the more money you'll make. Think of your course as the solution to their problem. Does your course actually solve a painful problem for people? Now, what did I do here? I gave them a tip, but I talked more about the what, not the how. Right? Because you're giving them milk. You're giving them a cup of milk. You're not giving away the cow. Number 2, don't create the course first and then see if people want it. Look at the market, see what problems need solved that you can solve with your course. This will save you a ton of energy. I see course creators all the time put months and sometimes even years in developing courses only to find out the market doesn't care. That sucks, but it can be prevented by doing the opposite. What does the market need? Can I solve it? How can I structure my course so it gets them quick wins and helps them actually get the results they need to alleviate their pain? Okay, this is a paradigm shift because a lot of people within this group, this was in Teachable, is used to doing it a certain way. So I'm coming in, I'm saying, here's a whole different way of looking at things. Believe in yourself and your expertise. Too many people are underselling their expertise because they're afraid that people won't pay what you actually deserve. People pay for solutions, not features. People pay for results, not my course is 15 hours of video, 22 PDFs, and a Facebook group. The customer's thinking, well, that's a lot of stuff, but will it help me solve my problem? Strip your course down to what moves the needle for your customer, and you'll get better results for them. Most important, raise your income greatly. P.S. That's my little rescue dog who looks how many course creators look when they launch their first course of crickets. Not sure who rescued her, she rescued me. Right? So this is the likability. If you don't like a puppy, you don't like a dog, there's probably something wrong with you, right? So you got a lot of love, got a bunch of comments. So you can go to the comments and all that. But a very chill, not selling anything. And I'll point out something down here. This guy said, any more nuggets of wisdom in relation is greatly appreciated. I said, no problem. Not a pitch post, so won't direct link, but I have a few videos on my page, YouTube. There's similar content that may help you. Thanks. What does that do? It makes it very clear that this isn't a pitch post, that I'm not trying to sell them anything. Okay? Because what I'm doing is, you need to, when you're doing these type of things, you're playing the longer game, right? What I'm doing is establishing me, our company, as an authority in selling courses, which we are, right? Because when they come over to our page, they're going to read this, be like, wow, it's amazing. Oh, look at this. He's really not even pitching. I'm clicking on him, come over. I'm going to friend request him. I'm going to watch his videos. I'm going to read his post over there. And then if you go to my page over there, guess what's pinned at the top? Well, a link to a lead magnet. So what it is, it's indirect marketing. It's indirect marketing. When you're in these Facebook groups, you're not coming in and bashing them over the head and going, this is the way to do it, and here's a link to it. Go right now. Okay, that's not going to work. You're going to get banned. What you're doing is you're going in, you're shifting their paradigm. Is there anywhere in here that I really broke down on how to really create a course that sells? Not really. If you really get into it, it is, but it's more surface. But what I'm doing, I'm shifting their paradigm. And when you shift someone's paradigm, they go, well, I've learned a lot. Right? So it's key that you understand this, because it's going to make a big difference if you go into a group and you're getting banned right away. And then the reason for that is probably you're being too aggressive. You want to go in there, you want to be nice, you want to be supportive, you want to be respectful, and you want to shift their paradigms. Okay? So there's a totally way to do this. Let's just go in here and let's say that you teach something in coding. Hacking and coding, I don't know about a hacking thing. Coding for beginners though, let's look at this. Okay, this is a public group. So you're looking 19 hours ago, 3 hours ago, right? So you're looking at when are the last times they've posted? What exactly does it fit your avatar? Now remember, this is what was so key, that when you created the avatar blueprint and the course packaging blueprint, this is why I was telling you that everything will be built off of that. Because you can go in there and you can look at the obvious, okay, yeah, they're into coding. And then what will be the next step? Well, maybe they're on a Facebook group that's not coding, but it has something to do with computers. Right? So it's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So in the next video, I will do a walkthrough of the spreadsheet of how to use it. It's really simple. But you're basically going to go in there, you're going to find your groups, you're going to put them in the spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real simple. And so it basically is going to help you keep track. So you're going to know, okay, today I need to post in these 3 groups, or I need to post in these 10 groups. Right? And in the beginning, you're doing this because especially if you're unproven, if you haven't sold your course, this is your only focus, because we've got to prove it before you start throwing money at it on ads. We want to make sure people want it. All right, I'll see you in the next video.